The first Meta Store has officially been announced, and while that is extremely exciting to me, I think the best parts of the story were really actually buried, and unintentionally, good decisions were made here that ultimately are the best for VR. Meta making good marketing decisions, huh? But off the heels of that, this video is a lot of opinions compared to previous videos that I've done recently. And I think that's okay. There's times and places for that, and that's where the dialogue between you and I really matters the most to me, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. But yes, I think some good marketing decisions were made, and I'll get into that, but I want to touch first on likely the main story that a lot of you have been hearing, bad marketing decisions, and that is the Meta Store, or formerly the Oculus Quest Store, has officially been entirely revamped. Oculus is away and gone, and we only have Meta left, unless you look here, kind of in the corner where there is a setup video or an Oculus Quest 2 video, because they didn't fix that branding yet. But officially, Oculus is pretty much dead at this point. I don't have a grand statement on this. I just want to say to those who are frustrated or those who are happy, either way, Oculus really made people invest in VR. Channels like mine that were focused primarily on PC VR, because that's all there was at the beginning, could actually have an audience to a degree. There was no audience back in the day. It was very small. And now audiences are bigger now because standalone VR did become so important. So love them or hate them, it's really sad to see them go. I think Oculus was a beautiful name. I loved it, and I love telling people about my Oculus VR device, but I won't vent on that for this video. But going into the story, our main story, it is important to talk about Meta Stores are officially coming. As of April 25th, they are officially announcing Meta Stores, their first physical retail spaces, which will open May 9th on the campus, the Meta campus, in Burlingame, California. In the Meta Store, you'll be able to get hands-on experience with their products. Through interactive demos, you can make video calls with retail associates with their portal devices. You can learn how Ray-Ban stories can help you stay present with the world around you, and you can explore the magic of VR with its first-of-a-kind Oculus Quest 2 demo, which I'll talk about shortly. This demo, guys, we need to talk about this, but I do have a couple things. Now, they're also making it easier to shop Portal, Ray-Ban stories, and Quest all in one place online or in that new shop tab on meta.com that we talked about. Now, these devices, I think it's really important that we have hands-on experiences with all these. Now, the Portal devices I'm not going to go into at all because I haven't experienced those. I will say the Ray-Ban stories, I used to have those. I did actually return them. I thought the device overall was actually pretty cool. It works flawlessly like it was supposed to. I used that word again. As marketed, it worked for me, right? However, in practice, I find that the speakers are just not loud enough. It's really, by the way, TLDR, these glasses are good for phone calls, listening to music maybe, taking pictures and video. That's really what they are. Smart glasses that have those 4 use cases. But I found that the audio was not ever loud enough. If there was anything going on around you, music was likely drowned out. The phone calls worked all right, but the pictures and the video especially is where it fell apart. The field of view on the videos were just so small that action shots basically didn't have any action in them, because unless you were flailing your arms specifically kind of out in front of you, no one's ever going to see what's going on to your side, so kind of sucked. And of course, that brings us to the Meta Quest 2, and I want to talk about the demo that they've set up, because that's really important. So the Meta Store will feature interactive Quest 2 display on the wall, allowing you to explore the hardware, its accessories, and the breadth of content available. Now, you can do the Quest 2 demo area, which is really impressive, where you can try things like Beat Saber, Golf Plus, Real VR Fishing, or Supernatural on a large wall-to-wall curved LED screen that displays what you're seeing in headset. Now, the titles that they chose, I think, are fantastic ambassadors to VR. Golf Plus is a tremendously amazing game. Real VR Fishing, Beat Saber, of course. They're really good choices. They're really user-friendly, basically. But this 3D, this giant display wall, I think is an amazing concept, because VR experiences are personal. I mean, they are, because you're the only one who can see them, right? And sharing VR content's hard enough. But for people who maybe are scared to try VR, maybe they don't want the pressure of putting something on their headset, maybe they just don't want to be the first mover of initiating the VR experience, well, they're going to be inside a store, unwillingly, basically forced to see a VR experience on a giant screen. And that is engaging. That's just ways to show more and more people VR and make it a cool spot to see. I mean, what if kids at the mall and whenever a store's at a mall and wants to go and just watch this all day long? That's impactful. And that's going to tell people. He's going to go home, or he or she's going to go home and tell people about this experience. I think that's really smart. But the smart decisions don't stop there, because there's one thing that I haven't really seen talked about as much that I can't believe Meta made this decision, because again, Meta making good marketing decisions seems to be rare. But basically, on this giant screen, as you're playing, you're also going to be given a 30-second mixed reality clip of your demo experience that's yours to share. So I want you to think about this. You're going to be having this VR experience that you're going to want to talk about, because we all know how our first VR experiences are. They're usually pretty mesmerizing. Whether they're good or bad, they're still mesmerizing at the end of the day, right? And then you're going to get this 30-second mixed reality trailer, you, inside the VR experience, that you're then going to want to share around. And that's a really powerful marketing tool. And I can't believe they did that. I'm really stoked. I think that's really awesome. I think VR content creators, especially Let's Play content creators, right? Gaming content creators, don't get anywhere near enough credit. It is very hard to make content. It is very hard to make said VR content look exciting, because watching VR content on a flat screen it's not there. Like we're not there, bro. It's not a good experience sometimes. So it takes the creators to elevate that content, and many of them do a tremendously good job. But someone just getting into VR, they're not going to do that. They're not going to want to show their VR experience, because they probably haven't learned how to record it yet. They probably haven't learned how to show it the best. There's so many things that don't show the experience, that they're just wanting to play games, and then be given this footage that they're going to share. I mean, most people are going to want to share this, as long as it's done well, and I would hope it's done well. That's a powerful tool. But that's the store. The first one's going to be up on May 9th at the Facebook campus in Burlingame, California. It's cool. I'd love to know your thoughts on all this, on the giant display, the mixed reality capture, the website now being completely void of Oculus -1 video. It's all new stuff. It's all very interesting, but that's going to be it for today's video. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Peace.